guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a review and demo of some more Flower Beauty products. If you guys saw one of my previous videos, I tested out their new Light Illusion foundation, concealer, and their powder, but their foundation and concealer I loved. So I'll link that video down below in case you guys are interested in my thoughts and see if maybe this is something that's also going to work for you, because I personally, for dry skin, love it. So if you have dry skin, this is a great new like face combo to try out. I love it so much. You can find these at Ulta. And from there I was like, you know what, I want to try out some more Flower Beauty products, because I know before Flower Beauty was exclusively available at Walmart, and so every once in a while I was like, should I not? And I never really picked up like too many products, but since trying out the foundation and concealer, I definitely was like, I need to try more. And the fact that now they sell it online at Ulta, and now depending, you can check which Ulta stores carry it in stores, and I was able to find it at the Ulta store. I know if you're in the Chicago area, for sure the Ulta store in the West Loop, definitely check it out. That's where I picked up these products. So I definitely want to try some more before I try out even more. Like, I was just like, I need to try out some products. The only thing I didn't get to pick up was their sponge, their makeup sponge, which I've been wanting to try. I don't know if that's just going to be exclusively at Walmart and maybe not at Ulta, but hopefully if they were getting it soon, that's definitely on my list. I was like, let me order some things from Walmart so I can get just that sponge. But next time we'll get it. I've heard some good things, so I definitely want to try it. So let's just talk about some of the things that I picked up. And honestly, I'll say Flower Beauty isn't the cheapest drugstore brand. They're definitely like a little bit more expensive than your regular drugstore. So I'm like, if you're gonna be a little bit more expensive, you better perform pretty well. So the first thing that I picked up was I wanted to try out their Rose blushes. These remind me a lot of the Milani blushes. I'm not sure which one came first, but I definitely wanted to try out their blushes. I think at least in Ulta they have 4 different shades of this blush. I picked up mine in the shade Peach Primrose. Of course I had to get like orangey peach shade, but I do like the size of it. I like that it's not too bulky. This runs for about $10. And they had a couple of other colors to play with, but of course I have to get the peach one. I'm wearing that on my cheeks, and honestly I feel like this is a very buildable blush. It's very pigmented, but it's pigmented to the point where it's still very blendable. So I would definitely just say, you know, whatever blush brush you're using, kind of like, you know, pat it in and then, you know, kind of tap that excess off and then just kind of work it up and work it in, rather than a bunch of product, because you can really pick up a bunch of product with this, but it's still very blendable. It still gives your skin like a nice little kind of sheen. It's not super duper matte and it's not like super shiny. It's got like a nice hint of a sheen in there, so it just gives you a nice a little glow to the skin. I would definitely like, I do want to pick up some of their other colors just to kind of have a change from a peach, maybe one of their lighter pinks, but I wasn't sure for sure. I was like, let's get the peach one, but I was very impressed with this blush. The next product that I picked up, I heard some pretty good things about it, so I wanted to see for myself and really check it out. This is the Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette, and this runs for about $16, but they have 3 colors, which is kind of like a gold, a pinkish shade, and like a lighter champagne-y shade. And I do kind of like having the different colors, because I feel like for my skin tone, I can kind of pull off a couple different combos with these, so I can either pull off the gold or the pink, or what I've been liking to do now before I'm like tanned, which I feel like when the gold I'll really like on its own. What I did today, I mixed the gold and then this lightish shade, and I just kind of did that on the tops of my cheekbones. But this is a really nice highlight. It's not glittery, it's not chunky, it's not chunks of glitter on your face. It's a really nice sheen, a nice little wet highlight, but I really like it, whether it's the gold on its own or like just kind of mixing it with the lightening up a little bit with this shade. But the hype is real. The hype is definitely real with this palette. If you want a really nice highlighting palette from the drugstore, I think Flower Beauty did a great job. I was very impressed by this highlighting palette. The fact that it's kind of like been around, and you know, I feel like the drugstore has definitely been getting better now with their highlighting palettes, but it's like, hey, Flower Beauty, you know, had it going on for a while, but I feel like it just wasn't highlighted before this. So definitely, if you've been curious, check it out. You get 3 highlighters for $16, which can kind of seem a little more expensive, but they're good quality highlighters. So that's still cheaper than getting a highlighter from like Sephora or the high-end version on the other side of Ulta. So if you still want something inexpensive-ish to play with, I would definitely recommend this highlighting palette. The next product that I picked up was their Shimmer and Shade. This is their eyeshadow palette, and they have 3 different shades of this one. I, of course, went with maybe more of the goldish, bronzy, brownish tones, and this one is in the shade Golden and Natural. They had some other like eyeshadow palettes, but I didn't see too many other like transition shades I can kind of play with. I think it might be their new one, so maybe next I'll kind of pick those up, but I was curious about these. And it comes with a little brush, which I actually didn't mind the brush. I actually liked it. I forgot to use it for this tutorial because I had used it last time I played with it, so I couldn't find it. But I really liked it to kind of like dip into these shades to kind of get into the crease, and it was actually helpful. Usually when there's a brush, especially in drugstore palettes, they're pretty useless. They're like the cheapest brushes ever, but this is actually an okay brush. I feel like I like kind of to blend out and put colors into the crease. So because the palette is $17, and I feel like we've seen that price tag on most like eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore these days, and we're $15 to $20. They're beginning to look crazy, but I've seen some good ones for that price. And for me, there's a couple things that I like, a couple things I would change from this palette. Overall, I think it is a good palette. I feel like the pigmentation and the blendability of the eyeshadows is great. I love it. I think they did a great job. The only thing that I personally would like, and I feel like a lot of people would like, is a couple more like mid-tone transition shades. You know, they did give me this matte shade so I can kind of put it into my crease, and just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. So maybe instead of substituting another color from an eyeshadow palette, what I did was, you know, first go in as I would with a really fluffy brush just to kind of diffuse it, kind of set the stage for it, and then I just went in with something a little bit smaller of a kind of blending brush, and that is just going to concentrate that pigment a little bit more, so it almost kind of gives you the illusion of like 2 different shades, but basically what you're doing, you can concentrate and pack that color on a little bit more into the crease. So that's what I kind of did with play with. They have a lot of really beautiful shimmer shades, but maybe another one in between this lightest kind of matte shade and this darkest, just to kind of play with a little bit more. But that is, I feel like, maybe my only complaint, but I feel like these drugstore, you know, eyeshadow palettes, they're catching on, these brands. However, this like matte brown shade, I did go in with the crease with that and just kind of deepen it up. No problem, no worries. I can still get some really pretty looks out of this. Kind of keep it a little bit simple depending what you kind of want to lay on the lid. I went a little bit simple today because I wasn't sure, who knows what lipstick shade I was going to wear. I had some like kind of darker colors, not too neutral, so I didn't want to go too crazy in the eyes. Also, I was gonna do a little mascara review so you can kind of see what's going on there, but I like this, you know, eyeshadow combo that I did. I would definitely wear it out, especially when I want to play with some more lipstick colors. And you know, I think it just, honestly, I love these shimmer shades. They pack a punch with that pigment, whether you're just kind of applying it with your fingers or a brush and maybe wetting it, but they don't even need to like kind of be wet to be intensified. So I think overall the quality of the shadows are great. I would just kind of like some more mattes to kind of play with, but hopefully they'll be bringing out some more of those. The other palettes, they have like a more purple one and maybe a more cool tone one, so I think it's a great palette. I just want a little bit more variety, that's all, but it's not like a huge complaint. Still, I think overall, like if you were to pick it up, you can make some really pretty looks with this. The next product that I picked up was their Lash Warrior Mascara. I've been wanting to try some new mascaras, and this is like one of their newer ones. I think they had another one, but I was like, you know what, let's try out this one. This is the one they're kind of talking about, and honestly, I like it. I feel like the more that I use it, I've been liking it. The fact that I did not decide to put on false lashes on top of this mascara, I specifically, you know, kind of just let the mascara on for the review, but I was like, you know, at the end I'll pop on some lashes to go on with my day. But one, I wasn't feeling like it, and two, the fact that I didn't end up doing it just kind of shows me, you know what, I do like this mascara. I feel like it does stand out. For me, maybe I would prefer if it would give me a little bit more more of a curl, but I can accomplish that with a curler. I do have some mascaras that just naturally, you know, kind of curl my lashes really well. This does volumize very well, and it does lengthen. I feel like when I kind of do check-in, peek back in the mirror, I was like, hey, this is actually lengthening my lashes enough that I don't feel like I need false lashes, even if I'm kind of a little bit lazy right now. I've got a little bit of a cold going on. I was like, I'm not trying to do all that much, but the fact that I probably would have done that much if I felt like the mascara wasn't working or wasn't lengthening as much as I would like, just tells me, you know what? I am actually really digging this mascara. I love it. I like it a lot. If anything, that's my only thing. Maybe a little bit more of a curl, but not every mascara does that. Curl your lashes yourself, and I can definitely get that look. But I feel like I do like the wand. It does have that curl, so it does lift them up. But also it has tiny little bristles, so it does separate. I don't get clumping. I don't get those spidery lashes. I think 2 coats, 2 layers is just enough, but the more that I use it, the more that I like it. I'm not getting little fibers kind of spilling all over my eyes or anything. I really like it. I think it's worth kind of checking out if you're looking for another mascara. It's $10. I think I picked up mine. I always try to go for like the blackest black, the darkest dark. Whatever they have is the darkest. I think this is the fiercest black. I get it, Lash Warrior. And then they have very black and a brown in case you like a brown mascara, but I'm really liking this mascara the more that I use it. I would definitely, you know, kind of keep it in my purse as like a daily routine mascara because I'm gonna go out like this because I don't feel like wearing lashes, and I feel like this mascara is doing the job for this makeup look for me, just to go out and about like this. That tells you a lot. When you're a makeup addict and you don't feel a need for lashes, false lashes, then yeah, your mascara is doing its job. So the last 2 products that I picked up, you know, every time I check out a brand, I have to check out their lipsticks, especially if they have liquid lipstick. So I picked up 2. They have 12 colors total, and I don't know, you guys let me know if you want to see a lip swatch of all their colors. For right now, I wanted to dabble in as many products as possible, so I was like, I don't got the budget right now to get all 12 colors at once. Let's first check out if I even like these to see if they're worth getting all the colors. And it's worth, for me, it's worth getting the rest of the colors and doing a lip swatch video, but you guys let me know if you want to see that, so that will tell me if that's worth it. But I picked up 2 shades. The one I'm wearing on my lips right now is Dark and Stormy, and then the other shade that I pick up is a Merlot Kiss. This is their Miracle Matte Lip, and I am very impressed with this liquid lipstick. It's very comfortable, very pigmented, easy to apply. I really do like the wand on this. The only thing, I don't know if this is with different colors or what's going on, but I feel like the Dark and Stormy, this one was a little bit more liquidy, whereas I feel like the Merlot Kiss, it was a little bit thicker of a formula in the consistency. I'll have to try out more colors to kind of see if maybe that was just something going on with that color, or it just depends. Like some, I don't know if the consistency is the same with all of them, so just something that I noticed. However, it didn't bother me. But I've definitely worn Dark and Stormy before. All day I went, when did I do my makeup? I probably started my makeup in the afternoon, and then I went to a, you know, soccer game, so I was eating, I was drinking, and honestly, the only place where the lipstick kind of faded is, of course, I was drinking some beers, I was having some nachos and some hot dogs, so it was that center area, which is, you know, normal of a liquid lipstick, but everywhere else, it was staying in a place, and it felt very comfortable. I almost like, it just like kind of like a powdery but like a comfortable finish. Like I loved it, and then even kind of where the lipstick kind of came off, I reapplied. Still felt very comfortable. Dark and Stormy, I liked the color. I feel like, you know, depending if you want to go really crazy smoky with the eye look or neutral, I think it looks beautiful. And then Merlot Kiss, if you love that really like magenta-y pink shade, like a nice pop of pink, especially for the springtime, either one of these, I think these are beautiful, but I want to get the rest of the colors to do a lip swatch video. Hopefully you guys want to see that as well. Let me know. It is very rare when I pick up a bunch of different products from a brand and I don't dislike anything. Like there wasn't anything that I picked up where I was just like, I don't like it, like totally not worth it. I think everything that I picked up is worth checking out, just depending on what you've been curious about or what maybe your favorite makeup product is. But so far from those products that I picked up, I was very impressed. I was just kind of like, wow, Flower Beauty. I'm glad, you know, it's at Ulta. I feel like for me, I love Walmart because who doesn't like to save some money, but it's not always convenient for me to get to. So that's why I feel like I don't always kind of dabble in those like makeup products, you know, whereas Flower Beauty is only exclusively at Walmart. It's harder for me to get my hands on, and you know, sometimes online it's not the same, because I gotta admit, Walmart's website to shop for makeup is not my favorite. Like, it's so freaking complicated. It's like, do you want me to buy stuff for your amazing prices? Because I totally will, but just make it easy for me, which they don't. Now, the fact that they have it online at Ulta and in stores, I think is freaking amazing. So definitely some more products. Hopefully they have some more of their new products available in Ulta so I can check out. If you guys have been curious, I hope this video was helpful, but damn, Flower Beauty, they're doing it. It's gonna be a, you know, makeup beauty drugstore affordable brand to check out. Definitely gonna have my eye on any other new products that they have, because I am pretty damn impressed. So make sure to check the description bar down below for that foundation concealer review if you haven't tried it, because that blew me away. If you guys are curious, check that out, as well as some other drugstore reviews that I've done. If you guys have been curious, let me know, you know, what other products you're excited to kind of, you know, see me review or talk about. Follow me on Instagram. I'm always kind of showing sneak peeks of new products that I have that are in the testing stages and to come. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with some more new videos, especially if you love saving money and you want to hear my thoughts about them before, you know, you buy them or anything. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.